What's up, y'all, and welcome to the channel. First and foremost, happy holidays to everyone. I hope y'all are enjoying the Christmas holidays, and also I hope you all have a good New Year's. Now that we done got that out the way, I just wanted to have a conversation with you guys because it seems to me, as I stated before, and like I said, these don't be no attacks. It just be people don't understand when you blatantly calling out the bullshit, and I guess you can maybe take my frustration, as you might say, because I have a lot of frustration when it comes to these people, because it's like, if I can see the bullshit, it's like, why can't everybody else see it? You understand? And I understand, you got these people that just blatantly outright like this lady and worship the ground that she walk on. Of course, you're going to have those that's going to be sheep and follow. And then you're going to have those like me that actually do their due diligence. And, even though I might be cool with someone who everybody else doesn't like, at the end of the day, I know how to be non-biased, you know what I'm saying? And even though people might hate Dana or dislike Dana or whatever the case may be, the same way people may dislike Sylvia or hate Sylvia or whatever that case may be, at the end of the day, these are two individuals who were at one point cool, and then lines were crossed and the game of backstabbing began. And like I said in the beginning, I saw it all. I saw how this woman was essentially using Dana to get what she wanted, which was to meet R. Kelly. So she positioned herself around Dana J. No different than a lot of the people that was in these so-called groups that positioned themselves around this man, because they were intrigued and wanted to know, how did he know him? What was his relationship with this man? Why is he have a relationship with this man? And, exactly how deep the relationship goes. And that's just how I feel that they position themselves around this man. Now, as we go on and on, I've started to also notice not only were they trying to position themselves around Dana, but they were also trying to backstab him and undermine a lot of the stuff that, he was saying, especially when it came to Kel's case. Now, if you got somebody that's trying to save your ass and tell you to stay out of certain situations, but you're blatantly steady putting yourself inside of an active and ongoing case, but this is someone that is your friend, and they're blatantly just telling you, hey, you might want to chill. This is an active case. You don't want to get yourself in, nothing that can come back on you per se. But this person has no type of morals or anything, because their common goal, the only agenda that they had, was to place themselves around said celebrities for the means of clout chase and gain. When someone already has an agenda, their mind is made up. So even if you do have someone like Dana, who was trying to be a genuine friend, someone who was trying to really, garner support for R. Kelly and make sure that, people heard his story and that he was able to get his version of truth out to the people, so that people won't be just believing one-sided bullshit. But then you have the Sylvias and the Porky the Pigs over there who lie and try to manipulate certain situations, a lot of situations if you ask me, and then they do what they do, dox, pull up people's information, and then turn around and cry victim when you have the same thing being done to them. You know what I'm saying? And I find that very hypocritical, and what they like to do is solicit others. Now, I know I talked a lot about that on last night's live with Prima Donna, which they have done the same exact thing to her that they've done to me, as well as others on these YouTube streets. These same two are the common denominator of these YouTube streets, and they have now solicited others to join in, as they do in their chats. One thing about me, I don't have to solicit no one. I'm not asking anyone to join in on no type of crusade. I don't move like that. It's like some type of cult following that they have going on, and to me it's gang stalking, and I don't like it. But anyways, what I came here to talk about today is the fact that you have the infamous scammer who got on her live today, talking about people stealing her content, but that's the same thing that she has done to many of people on this YouTube. I mean, like, how can you, who really don't got no content, who has gotten content from others, come on here and say anything about somebody stealing your content? And if you notice, even after that truth, yeah, you know, she was allowing them to use her content, but now the heat is on, and she's starting to see that those numbers on those people's channels are starting to rise, and she's still not getting the views and the monetary gains that she feels that she should get. And now what she's doing is starting to go back to the old tactics. But what she's doing is she's trying to say, oh, well, you know, y'all can use the content, but then she'll go and put her little, you know, start with that little infamous thing up there to where you have to, you know, everybody will see it, and you can't see exactly what the content is because she got her little stamp of approval on it. And then she started putting her little background music in it, the infamous Sylvia, the infamous Sylvia, like that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling y'all, this is the same old. Just sit back and watch. And as y'all can see, she already done started throwing that Cecil, those videos. She's starting to put those in her membership because she's not making the money. So she feel like, oh, well, if they want to see what I got, because I'm the one with the boots on the ground, then they're going to pay me for it. You see what I'm saying? That type of bullshit. She don't care nothing about Cecil. She don't care nothing about R. Kelly. She didn't care shit about Cardi B. She didn't care anything about Young Thug and anybody else that was affiliated with Young Thug, even with it. Her own agenda was to make some money and exploit these cases. She don't even give a damn about Nesto. The only reason why she was visiting Nesto is because she knew that V. Lenore, Nyla, and all of those people were watching those tapes. And of course, she wants to be the center of attention because she wants to be the next Tasha K. Look at how she just went in on one of the subs that got on V. Lenore channel to tell what they saw. You see what I'm saying? When people start to get that big head, and you see how she's starting to throw Dennis under the bus, but Dennis jumped his ass out here to save her, but she's still throwing slick shots and shade. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say all these people, you gotta watch them. They don't mean nobody no good, and they definitely not friends. Definitely not friends of each other. Because secretly, they all hold some type of animosity towards each other. And trust and believe, Sylvia, she's a snake. She bit a few people a few times, and she's going to continue to bite. Just like they continue to harass and dox and stalk Dana, and they think don't nobody know about it. And they continue to dox and harass others. I'm sure they're still looking a lot of the Dream Team members up. But y'all can continue to do what you do. Because see, what's done in the dark, it will always come to the light. I don't have to dox or go look up nobody's information on these YouTube streets. Because guess what? I don't care. It's not going to pay my bills. It's not going to further me in my career or what I'm trying to accomplish in my life. I'm not moved by anything that goes on these YouTube streets. And I'm content with my life. Whatever that is. Because it may not mean much to you, but it means a lot to me. And that's all that matters, is what I think. Not about what a bunch of people who I've never met and do not know on YouTube. That shit will never move me. Ever. And I keep trying to tell people, nobody and no one pumps fear in my heart. The only one that I fear is the Lord himself. So if you ain't Jesus and you ain't God, fuck you, bitch. And on that note, y'all, I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to let y'all enjoy your holiday with your family, because, life is too short to be out here worried about bullshit. Stay away from these snakes and stay away from these people who claim that, they are godly, because they are the biggest hypocrites, the biggest scammers, and the biggest liars. And on that note, I'm out.
What gets me is when people throw rocks and hide their hands. And that's exactly what the infamous scammer and Porky the pig have been doing across YouTube, pretending to be innocent while causing chaos behind the scenes.